Hello, my dear Taurus. Hello. This is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. Welcome back to my channel. I am healthy and we're in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and I figured it's time for your March reading. This is a portal reading, so I'll be opening up 3 portals for you, and it will be concerning situations that you may or may not be dealing with. The point is to take from the narrative, from the 3 different portals, 3 different iterations, certain themes or motifs, certain traits within your storyline that may help provide guidance for you in terms of what is going on in your spiritual life with any soul connections that you have out there. Keep in mind that the energies are quite heavy with the 12th house activation. There is a mysterious way within the retrograde season in which certain ideals of romance, as well as delusions of grandeur, Seven of Cups energy is huge in this, as well as anything that has to do with 12 or 3 or the houses of mystery. These will be activated, and there will be certain relationships that are from the past, or perhaps certain idealizations that you have that may be resurfacing for you. So once again, this is a situationship reading for Taurus 2020, March 2020. I can't believe we're almost a quarter of the way throughout the year. So please, if you will, relax, and I will go ahead and begin your reading. Thank you. There is the core energy of bringing in something quite profound for you, my dear Taurus. Bringing in this energy of bringing in, or perhaps not being able to bring in, what it is you so desire. There is something in your periphery that has to do with the energy of the magician in the reverse. This talks about the reversal of certain energies that have to do with elementary forces and how these are polarized and are not working in your favor. There is a second-handed nature to the situation in which the forces that be, whoever this is that you are dealing with, may in fact be bringing about a change that you do not want. And this is not very good for my dear Taurus, because it is primarily against your volition. This has to do with something from the past. The Argent card is here, the 7 of Pentacles, and we have Saturn's energy here, a great lesson that has to teach you something in terms of how you have to break free from the cycles of your mind. An incident may be occurring that causes you a great deal of trouble within your mind space, and it has to do with the loss of love, as well as the need to find stability within yourself, within your own prowess, within your spiritual self, and grounding yourself materially within this existence, okay? Also, there's déploiement, which is the star's energy here. The need to heal after regret is over. The situation was mutual, and there was a mutual cutting out energy with both of you, and you seem to have come to a sense of peace or a sense of closure here, which is a wonderful way of saying peace has been made. But they were not in control of this situation. Perhaps you weren't either, if you're manifesting this need to go back to the past and to make peace within the mind, to find peace within the mind after a great deal of healing. And somehow your stability was challenged, and you needed to find peace in the mind in order to find a way to reconcile with this person, their energy, reconcile. There's a secret need to make an apology, as well as a general. This is feel blonde. This is love that has been committed to, yet now is there's like a departure. The 8 of Cups is here, and usually the 8 of Cups has been showing up a lot lately, in which the energy of of love is being left behind in order to detach emotionally so that things can be clear. There's a deep secret here with the High Priestess, and she is in reverse, questionante. So this is the one you seek for, the one someone seeks for guidance for the secrets of the universe, and there's something that she's been telling you. Your intuition is highly peaked right now, and there is something you've learned after a great departure with this person that has to do with transformation that cannot occur, and that victory is assured once this transformation occurs, and that boundaries have to be clearly met. This is clearly a situation from the past, okay? Now, when it comes to this, there is a parallel energy. There is something that you are dealing with that was against your own will and destabilizing you in a way you needed to find peace with this energy. On the other hand, you are dealing with a huge, the energy of the lovers here with Mariage, and Taurus, the Hierophant, is here in this particular deck. Um, and this is a beautiful card, in that there is a great deal of love that you are dealing with, a connection that has a higher purpose, a higher sense of need and necessity. You've placed most of your energy in this connection. This could be the same person, it could be something different, but there certainly is the energy of union here, and you've reached that according to a certain degree. Now, there was a period of not being with this person for a while. But that is ended. Something about a quest of spirituality has been confronted, and after feeling a sense of abandonment, things have changed. I'm seeing 4 and 5 months very significant here with moon cycles as well as drive. There is the Manquete order and clôture. There is a feeling of release as well as like a release of your your ability to pretentiously sort of hold on to energies. This holding on energy, there's been a fumbling, and now you're on the path towards equilibrium with stability. This goes hand in hand with your emotions. And these emotions are of a bored nature, the ones you have for this union. There was a separation, there was a need to release some sort of conservative pretension within the relationship of these expectations. And once these expectations and the abandonment issues cropped up, you were able to release something. But now the love that exists between you two, it's dualistic in a way. There's a secret within this ennui, which is French for boredom, or like detachment. There is the path of the Bodhisattva in this card, so there could be spiritual. You could be disengaging yourself from emotional circumstances so that you can find some sort of levity. But also there is the possibility that you bring in a Two of Cups energy, and so do they. So there is almost like a square dance of energy here with perhaps 4 lovers, and that is an incredible deal of nonsense for you, considering you are heavily into the commitment aspect of this connection, and it is a challenge to you. There's a challenge here that has to do with multiple energies and multiple options that is causing for you a dispute. This is here, it's the intestine, dispute intestine. So this talks to me of indigestion. This talks to me of something that you cannot fathom, that causes a great deal of choking with your own sense of power. There could be a block in your third chakra, as well as a challenge that challenges your own processes of intuitive information. You're getting this, you're getting downloads, you're finding some sort of secret truth about these other love forces that exist within you and the person you are dealing with, and the need to expand this or to perhaps find something else leading up to the Five of Cups, regret. Be careful. There's something here about the non-communication with the dispute intestine. There is something, intestine, There's something about this Eight of Rods in reverse that talks to me of a lack of good communication. And not only that, there's like non-passionate communication. It feels that your words are meeting walls of dissent, meeting your words are being reflected against a statue of granite. So it's really important that you find a way to make good communication with someone who may be bored, with a connection after a reconciliation moment. And it's a very deep commitment here, okay? This portal is closed. That is an incredible small storyline there. I'm switching decks and we're going to go ahead and clear up the energies and get started on the second iteration. I'll be working from the 1983 deck from Italia. This is the Contarocci Tarot deck, Italiana Cartomanzia deck, and it's a very good one. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started on the second iteration. Please clear your mind if you can, my dear Taurus. The second portal is now opening. Okay. Okay. This is a love story about someone who is trying to bring back romance into your life, my dear Taurus. There is a great deal of communication with this person in particular, at least a longing to make communication with this person. They see in you a great, profound truth that has to do with great love, the expectations of great love, and what has occurred between you two. There is great love here. This is a love story that is quite magnificent and very compelling for you. Also, it seems to me that the way you are offering to this person is in a grounded form. There's a lot of cups energy being released in a certain way, which is very strange, but the communication that you guys are having in March has to do with a sense of preservation as well as a sense of right action, especially when it comes to romance. The romance is not yet defined. However, there is a secret, deep connection with you and this person that cannot be celebrated in a certain way, cannot be found to fruition. There is the need for you to put up your guard against this person, but also there is a desire for you to find an incredible amount of freedom through the connection you have with this person. It's not only freedom, it's the freedom to commit with them, a strong desire to do this. And it's taken you a great deal of mental energy to find clarity within this, to fight your own mental demons, and to confront them. But there is the nature of war that is being relinquished here with Elefante de Espada. Secretly, you've been watching this person and wanting to make a communication of sorts. And maybe you have, or perhaps you have to wait until the month of April in order to find some sort of union with this person, some sort of foundation that is missing. But never fear. The memories that you have of this person are very much cherished, and they speak to me of a great knowing through the illusions of love. Through your truth, you find the time you spent with this person. It was a very brief time. To be really quite the memory, and that there was goodness in it. It felt very natural, as well as there was the need to, more than anything, express this love, but this person's energy is a bit, I think in a way, they may be extremely, very much expressive of a truth that they have found through many cycles of experience. And once they have this truth, they are also blocking out the energy of love. You want to find balance with this person, you want to offer something with this person. It has to do with a profound love that comes from an apology, and it comes from a need to find balance with them. There is perhaps a missing aspect, like that you guys don't want to acknowledge, of being not together but still wanting to. Um, and there's a motivation that this person is trying to give back to themselves, to hold on to a memory that doesn't want to fade. It's like the more you guys are apart, the stronger the um, the need to communicate is, the need to give love is, and there is a great sadness here that once came from an offer that was given, that was refused, and some regret is here, but you still have a lot of love for this person and a desire to, because you feel unstable without them, and the memory that you have for them is deeply suppressed. When you went on a journey to find your own growth, because you're showing up here as the Empress as well as the Fool, you went on a path to relive this memory inadvertently. I mean, because you were trying to find stability within yourself and commit to something that meant something to you. But through a great deal of experience and a knowingness of re-looking at the situation of pain as well as pleasure with this person, there still is a desire to balance out things with a cup of love that you want to offer them, but there's something blocking them. They're very much concerned with the past experience they've had with you, and they want to express to you truth in a way, but their truth is very much still messed up by an energy from the past. Okay, so your love is on the horizon for them, but the timing is not yet right. And they still are very passionate about you. There's no doubt about it. So take your time with this one. That portal is damn closed, yeah? That is closed. Very intense, my dear Taurus. You know how to love. So, now I will switch decks and I'm going to do a very special reading for you. This is my second 1890 deck. This is the BP Gamal deck from 1890, 130-year-old deck. And I'm going to use this one to cap off. We're going to come to a point of climax. This is the third portal. The second portal is now closed. A point of climax, and then we'll explore the deepest secret of that climax. This will be a tantric portal, the portal of all portals, the holiest of holes. Okay, my dear Taurus. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. It's too many cards. Okay, this has to do with something that has been revived from the past and is moving forward. This person is confused, and they have a secret to share with you. One that has to do with transcending fears and meeting you halfway in order to find some sort of mirror effect. There's waiting involved in this and a need for an apology. The mirror effect is, oh, and the tower on the bottom. There was a falling out in the past that had to do with a lie that comes from reviving some sort of poetry with this person, a lineage that has to do with joy as well as manifestation. But someone here is recharging and needing to make a choice to either close this off completely or not. The love that exists between you two is very deep and suppressed. Also, the need to release this suppression through emotional and memory release is really important for you to find victory and healing with this person. But there is an apology that needs to be made, a period of waiting, and a great secret that's holding them back. But the Tower and then Judgment came up. So there was some time between you two. And the divine, or the universe, whatever, the higher power has come in to take away the foundation you had with this person in order to revive something and do some shadow work. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Give me a second. That wasn't the reading, that was just a small lineage. Okay, another small lineage. This has to do with your contentment. You're trying to reach out to someone who is on a different page from you. They very much want to give you a higher sense of commitment through a new beginning. This new beginning has to do with finance as well as hidden hands, hidden aspects like secret resources. They want to give you something in terms of a commitment. Their idealization of this is different from what they actually would give you, but this person is hiding something from you, and your love is concerned with something else. And it's funny because when you offer them love, you don't outright express it, but their commitments lie elsewhere. There is a very interesting push-pull dynamic that is very polarized and is very cyclical. This has to do with love and commitments, and also the patience that is required in order to find a new type of love with this person, because you guys aren't seeing eye to eye. There's something that turns your head constantly, and it has to do with this instability of emotional contentment. When it comes to this, there is something that both of you are mirroring, a spiritual quest that has to do with your own emotional fulfillment and reaching out through the esoteric world to find truth. Emotions are a big thing here, and your emotions are offered to the wrong people. They're not to this person. I don't know why. But when you do, it's like when you do offer it, their commitments lie somewhere else. So there's a push-pull dynamic here, and there's not enough equal sort of give and take when it comes to love, as well as the sort of exchange of commitments or energy of a certain way. The time and the love is not matching up here. Be patient. It's saying be patient. Okay. So now it's time. Okay, so this is the third portal is now open, my dear Taurus. There is a cycle of... Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. My dear Taurus, there is a need for you to go through a great transformation. Something about the way you love is being redefined now. In the Mercury retrograde season, in the 12th house, in Pisces, there certainly is an activation. And I'm not sure where your house placement is with that, but you might want to look into that according to your ascendant, which house Pisces is active, or there's a lot of Neptune energy here, as well as Mars with Scorpio, as well as Pluto. So there's something about the way you love that is not resonant with your ability to express yourself energetically. That is through your physical pleasures as well as your sexual drive. There's something about your drive, your sexual drive, and your romance style, the idealization of romance. They're separate. There's something going on here that has to do with two different lovers. One is certainly more powerful than the other. The other is a person of power within the mind. They have a great way of communicating. The other has a great way to control certain things. There's something about these situations that has to do with romance that is no longer being offered to you in a certain way. nor is communication, but this person's psychic activity is still linked to your energy somehow. With this other person, there is a need for power and expressing this power, transforming this power, being manipulative in a certain way so that things are surrendered and then transformed. There is an energy of an ending here with this person. Um, yeah, at the same time, your enlightenment, what you go through, how to find and reanimate your ego, reanimate your higher self, is very much tied to this person here. They challenge you in a certain way to transform and to surrender things that are pretentious, that have anything to do with your sense of hard work. There's a certain amount of burnout that's happening with this situation that has to do with the need for fate to step in, for the star's energy to help heal this situation in a certain way. And also, there is a small offer that you may be giving to this person, but it's not enough for them, and there's something about it that that challenges them in a certain way, and that's not very much a good thing. Just know that you have the two sun energy here. There's a lot of enlightenment coming through the situation. I need to transform through an offer of some sort, as well as a period of waiting and stagnation and feeling like you're burnt out with this person here. Now, this person, there is there is a need to communicate, yes, or perhaps to romance the hell out of you, but there is no possibility of that right now. There also is the need to break free from the Eight of Swords energy, which all has to do with structures of the mind and how they're blocking you from really being free. This person is a bit manipulative with their energy, and there is something that they've done to betray you, and now they're moving on. There's something about their energy that's moving on. If this is you, the Page of Pentacles, then you're on your path to ascent. There's something about your energy that is maturing in a certain way. You're learning through this relationship about how to come into power and how to live out a cycle and end it, and then heal, and then come into a higher sense of being. Here, if you're offering to this person who is your Knight of Pentacles, as well as your romancer, the Knight of Cups here, they're on they're on a path to somewhere else, and you see this and you want to offer something to them, but it's not enough for now. There's something about your own quest, and if this is a twin flame thing, there's something about your own quest that has to do with this deep and profound transformation that brings you into a sense of power that you see through a father figure, that this person can help you in a certain way live out a cycle and burn it down so that you can transform this into your own sense of higher purpose, your higher being. This will take a great deal of time because you're waiting for something. There's the energy of waiting. Perhaps you're restrained, and perhaps you can't offer to this person, and this person won't change for you, something like that, or they're changing too much, and it's leading you to a type of instability. Who am I because of this? And if you offer your energy to this person, to this narrative, there is a need to chase them, but they're on their way out. This energy is on their way out, and their love and their commitment, their time, their energy, the resources that they might have offered you at one point, they're moving away. At the same time, secretly, this person still wants to help you somehow, but they feel restrained. There's a great deal of blockage here, but also the need to teamwork, to create structure with societies, with friends, with networks around, with other people. And if this involves a triangle, three people, there also is a desire to do this as well, to contribute to this, to help this thing alleviate itself, for you to come into a higher sense of power with the sun's energy here and the twins. There's something here. For clarity, I need to know about this Page of Pentacles. It's confusing the hell out of me. Okay. There is a secret here about a death. Something is dying here, my love, my Taurus. And the secret has to do with this person's passions going somewhere else, and that you, as the Empress, are feeling instable with this connection. This also points to the inability to have children, the inability to set aside and truly bury something. Something is dying here, um, and there's a great secret. There's an intuition that you know of that you want to offer as a message to perhaps this person, but this person is almost gone. Yeah, it's saying that you should go on the path of the hermit, find more isolation to find the perspective you're looking by learning about something that has fallen already or by avoiding some sort of catastrophe. If this situation is on its way out, you have to know that there's the key to a new passion that can be restarted if you entice their ego. You have to challenge their ego and make them turn their head. There's something about a commitment here that is very deep and necessary. If you're still chasing after this person, you have to shine your inner light to them. That's the only thing that will help. That will help you. The inner light is here and here with the hermit, and the light you're finding through the star and through the sun. There's something here that you can find healing if you move towards this energy. But there's something here that is irrevocably like a sense of ill fate. Okay. And I'm not trying to manipulate or anything. It's just what I'm seeing on the cards, my dear. Let's see. Yeah, there's some need for isolation. You can't project too much onto other people, my dear. Now I'm going to tell you from my own personal experience that you have to go on the path of ascent, and that um, on this path, people will challenge you and trigger you with the issues of abandonment that you find in childhood. Something that you try to offer to a father figure was not enough for them, and you are forever trying to give back to this person, but they're always on the way out. They're always on the way out or transforming in some certain way, but they have a huge influence, and you stand on the shoulder of your forefathers, and it leads you to freedom, to elevation through the sun's energy. So father comes very heavy here, and you should look to your ancestors to find a sense of transformation and change that has been giving you a sense of a burden and burnout. This person, whoever is on this side, there's a blockage. There's a blockage here that cannot be set free yet, and their energy is moving out. They need to explore space. That is their energy. Okay? All right. My dear Taurus, thank you so much. Thank you for checking into the channel, and happy March 2020. Please relax, and I'm sure the energy of retrograde will be over soon. And I will see you mid-month if you do tune in again. I also am taking personal readings, and I do those very well. I've never had a bad reading, and they're always very deep and profound, usually an hour on Skype. So hit me up anytime for a reading. Once again, this is Ron from Terror of the Twin Sun. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I bless you. I will see you, hopefully, with the Great Mirror reading in mid-March. Thank you. Bye-bye.